Good evening. This is Luke Thomas Holmquist here at the Earthquake Forecast Center. It is 9:40 in the evening on Thursday, April 15th, 2021. And let's get to the forecast right away here in California. And as we were saying the last time we had a video, the risk remains here in the central and southern California on the 15th into the 16th, now into the 16th, tomorrow, Friday. And latest data is pointing to southwest California from San Francisco Bay down to northwest of LA here. That's the highest risk here. And then on the 16th into the 17th, the risk is centered right near San Francisco Bay. So during the next 48 hours or so, we could get a 6.0 earthquake as possible, either in, northwest of LA here in the next 24 hours or in the next 48 hours. This 16th to the 17th actually starts in a few hours. This forecast is the 16th to the 17th. The risk is centered near San Francisco Bay, and we just got a 3.5 up here northwest of San Francisco Bay in Petrolia, which is right up in here. So I think with the latest data here, I think the San Francisco Bay is the highest risk now during the next 48 hours. But here's the warning: 6.0 earthquake is possible in the area northwest of LA to San Francisco Bay, southern San Francisco Bay. And then on the 16th and the 17th, 6.0 earthquake is possible near San Francisco Bay. So, and then on the 17th and the 18th, the risk begins to diminish. So we're looking at something significant during the next 36 to 48 hours. So be on alert in the San Francisco Bay and northwest of LA during the next 48 hours. All right, let's look at the some of the places around the world. We'll start with the Anchorage forecast. And you see the risk is down here near Sandpoint. We're using a little bit different model. You can see the 20% is purple, and yellow is 75% still, and 50% is white. So this is a little bit different forecast model, and we keep improving every day. So here's the risk is down near Sandpoint on the 14th to the 15th. The risk moves in Sandpoint to southwest of Kodiak Island on the 15th to the 16th. The 16th to the 17th, we could get a 4.5 just north of Anchorage here, or offshore southeast of Kodiak on the 16th to the 17th. And the 17th to the 18th, we could get a 5.0 earthquake in northeast Alaska, and that's northwest Canada. All righty, and in Chile, we have a risk, 75% risk out here in Argentina right now. And then this evening, actually right now, 15th to the 16th, this risk is east of Antofagasta. And then on the 16th to the 17th, near Copiapo, down to La Serena, is 80% risk there. And then on the 17th to the 18th, we can get something significant, maybe even a 5.5 to 6.0 earthquake down near southwest of Santiago and Concepcion down here, maybe centered just north of Concepcion, southwest of Santiago. A 5.5 to 6.0 earthquake is possible on the 17th to the 18th. Over in Italy, and Italy just got a 4.6 out, right out in here. We'll look at that real quick. And go to the world forecast. I thought I saw something there. Yeah, it's right here. This was actually late or early on the 15th. And here's the 15th to the 16th. It was right out in here in the 60% risk area. And you can see here the risk is actually quite high down near Tunisia, where a 5.0 is possible during the next 24 hours or so. And then the risk is more over here in northern Albania on the 16th to 17th, still across southern Italy, 3.5 to 4.0 is possible in this area. And on the 17th, the 18th, it kind of is pretty low risk across southern Italy, 50, 55, 60% risk. All right, in Japan, the risk is in the north. You can see here in Hokkaido, in Aomori and Iwate prefectures. This is where the risk is, the 16th to the 17th, and we'll look at the world risk level. Earthquakes in the last 24 hours. And that's where this 4.3 earthquake hit northeast of Aomori, which is right up in this 70% risk area here. And then on the 17th to the 18th, we could get a 5.0 to 5.5, either up here in Hokkaido or in the Iwate prefecture right there, east of Aomori or near Iwate prefecture on the 17th to the 18th. And the Philippines, the risk is in the far south right now, 50, 55, 60% down there. On the 16th to the 17th, 55, 60, 60% risk down there. And then on the 17th to the 18th, the risk jumps to 65 and 70% down the southeast portion of the Philippines. Over in Greece, the risk is building into Albania and the 16th, 17th. So by the 17th and 18th, in Western Bulgaria and Northern Macedonia here, that could produce a 4.5 up in that area, or a 4.0 down in Western Greece here. And Hawaii earthquake forecast, here it is right here. All these you can check out at quickprediction.com. Pretty low risk across to Hawaii. Very low risk across to Hawaii for the next 48 hours. Central America. This is very interesting in Western Guatemala. You see the 75% risk, 80% in southern Mexico. And then it builds into 80, 85% southern Mexico and Guatemala on the 16th to the 17th. 17th to the 18th, 80, 85, 90, 95% risk in southern Mexico. So the risk is pretty high down there. Let's just check to see what has happened in that area. And yes, things are popping in that high risk area, 4.6, 4.3, down in this area right here of southern Mexico. All right, in Indonesia, the risk is very high, 98% out here east of Java right now. And let's go look at the world earthquakes. And we got a couple of strong earthquakes right in that area. There's here's the island of Java. And you see this little island here, 1, 2, 3 islands east of Java is right 1, 2, 3. So that these two 5.4 earthquakes here occurred right in that 90, 95% risk area. And then the risk after that is close to Jakarta, but only 55, 60, 65% risk in that area. So the real high risk is right now in east of Java, exactly where these two earthquakes occurred here. In Taiwan, let's go look at Taiwan's forecast. All right. Looks like right here, 16th to the 17th, we could get a 5.0 off the shore of northern Taiwan on the 16th to the 17th. 17th to the 18th, still could get a 4.0 to 4.5 in Taiwan, maybe a 5.0 up here in the northern Ryukyu Islands on the 17th and 18th. And the state of Washington, moderate risk here in southern Idaho, that could produce the 3.5 in that area. And then pretty high risk here in northwestern California, southwestern Oregon, and that could produce a 5.0 to 6.0, especially down in the San Francisco Bay Area during the next 48 hours. And let's see, Turkey forecast. Pretty quiet except for down here in Iraq and southeast Turkey. And this could produce a 4.0 to 4.5 in Iraq. And then the risk begins to build into west of Istanbul on the 17th and 18th, but pretty quiet across Turkey. And then the Caribbean, this is fascinating. You can see down here where that volcano has been erupting in St. Vincent, which is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right down in these islands right here, this island here, where that volcano has been erupting. The risk is at 55, 60, 65% right now. And then it begins to build to 70%, and then 80% on the 16th to the 17th. And this is going to be interesting to see what happens here. The 17th to the 18th, which is about 24 to 48 hours from now, the area around St. Vincent and Grenada could produce a 5.5 earthquake or another eruption at that volcano on the island of St. Vincent. So keep an eye on that mountain or that volcano in the Lesser Antilles, Southern Lesser Antilles on the 17th and 18th, or a possible strong earthquake about 5.5 is possible, or a volcanic eruption the 17th and 18th. If you have friends that live down there, please be sure to share this forecast map with them. Caribbean, all right, New Zealand. New Zealand, quite high risk, 80, 85, and 90% risk up in the north, and down here in the south, south of Christchurch, we've got 95% risk down here, so very high risk. And then on the 15th and the 16th, we could get a strong earthquake up here in the northeast part of New Zealand. And then on the 16th and 17th, the risk falls to 90% and then diminishes after that. So during the next 24 to 36 hours, we could get a 5.0 to 6.0 in the northeast portion of New Zealand, right up here, north of Wellington. And Peru and Ecuador and Peru. The risk is right here, mostly in central Peru, and then on the 15th and 16th in the far northeast, and the 16th and 17th, this little area right out here. Let me check something real quick. Yes. See where this earthquake hit here, 4.9, is almost exactly right in that spot. That 55, 60, 65, 70% risk area is where that 4.9 hit. And then on the 17th and 18th, wow, pretty high risk down here southwest of Lima. This could produce a 5.5 earthquake or even larger, southwest of Lima on the 17th and the 18th. All right, we're going to go back to, you can watch the video again for details or go to quakeprediction.com to look at the maps. We're going to look at Los Angeles real quick here again. Again, a 6.0 earthquake is possible in the next 36 to 48 hours. And the most likely spot, I believe, is going to be in the San Francisco Bay Area. However, the risk here is from northwest of LA all the way up to northwest California, centered around San Francisco Bay. So we'll see what happens. It's a very high risk from northwest of LA to San Francisco Bay, and especially coming in the next 24 to 36 hours, right around the San Francisco Bay. If you have friends that live in that area, let them know. We could get a 6.0 earthquake in the San Francisco Bay during the next 36 hours, and then the risk begins to diminish after that. Thanks for stopping by at the Earthquake Forecast Center, quakeprediction.com. This is Luke Thomas Holmquist here on Thursday, I believe. I lose track of the days because all I do is work. Thursday, April 15th, 9:55 in the evening. And we will talk again tomorrow, hopefully, on Friday, and give you an update. Stay tuned. Thanks for subscribing. And thanks for stopping by. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow, Friday night.